with Charles Bassey. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's James in at the 2. And with two powerhouses stand in the East going at it, this one promises to be a very exciting game.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, hey, look, we could be seeing an Eastern Conference Finals matchup here. No question about it. Both of these teams are bona fide contenders.
Basket counts.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
Pass to Stewart. And that's going to be a treble.
Home team ball.
Now Bassey. VanVleet outside. Back to Bassey. Over Stewart. Bassey no good. Caldwell Pope pass to Filipowski. And he goes right over Olynyk and slams it down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Caldwell Pope against VanVleet. And the dunk by Stewart.
Yes. Thunderous jam from Stewart.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The 3. Count that one for Jordan.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Stewart. Clock at 6. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Inside, here's Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Olynyk doing his best brick wall impression. Was still able to wiggle free for the score.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The wide open shot from Strus. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's James. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Stewart. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Stewart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
But he can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Bassey. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Now, here's Stewart. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. The Wolverines making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Bassey. James against Caldwell Pope. VanVleet with the bucket.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. VanVleet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
VanVleet against Smith. Stewart, a screen for Smith to the paint. As he pulls it in. Gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Olynyk finds Bassey. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. VanVleet's got 7 points.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. VanVleet doesn't just hoist them up. His 3-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. Full ball. He's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Teams value the three so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor.
On defense, the home team. 8-point game. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Smith. 5 on the clock. Now Stewart. Filipowski passes to Smith. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Coach, I know you're familiar with Caldwell Pope's game from coaching him early in his career.
Yeah, look, Kevin, and he's just continued to get better and better. And like most veteran guys, he's just gotten smarter with the experience that he has. This is a guy who plays with great energy. He's in great shape, and he is tough as heck and is not going to make many mistakes.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Stewart, and there's the drive, and the dunk by Stewart.
I think Stewart surprised a few folks, putting it on the floor and getting downhill.
James with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope, and he gets the bucket. James has got 7 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And it's Smith penetrating, banked in off the glass.
Smith drives, getting the ball inside and scoring around the cup.
Gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. From 11 feet away. And that one's good, Bessie. Bessie's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Smith for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Smith's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. For the 3. And George gets it to go. George got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Filipowski. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Smith for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And Torch gets it to go.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here is Smith. His last outing, he had 24 points. And Bull pulls it down.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jones, the pass to Bull. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now, here is Smith. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. They lead by 18, and we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
And so in the game for the Wolverines. Harris is out there with Brooks. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Smith. And it's Strother in at the 2. And Poole gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back to you guys.
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Wolverines. Trailing by 19. Hands it from downtown. Smith's got 7 points.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Clark kicks the ball. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He has 5.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and stolen by Harris. Smith against Clark. And here is Brooks. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Jones, the pass to Poole. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. James checked in for Herbert Jones. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. In the 3rd spot, Max Strus. The 4th spot held by Nick Smith.
They have both been unconscious from the free throw line. I mean, you could put a blindfold on them, and it wouldn't matter.
Pass to Filipowski. And that one is stuffed right through.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Van Vliet kicks to James. And the 3 ball is good. James has got 10 points in the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Outside, James. Throws it down.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. To the middle, Bull. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And it's 7 points for Bull.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Brooks. Shoots the 3. Trains the three-pointer. He has 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Filipowski. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Bull.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Now here's James. He's got 12. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. From outside, off the mark. Here's Strus. Bassey pulls it in. Gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Olenek the pass to Bassey. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Good on the triple. Van Vliet's got 10 points in the game.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their number one priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Pass to Brooks. Four on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Brooks has got 7 now in this quarter.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Olynyk finds Young. Screen by Olynyk. Back to Young. It's Dort on the wing. Young outside. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now here's Brooks. He has 7. It's Strus on the wing. Back to Filipowski. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
A different look now for the Wolverines. Stewart checked in for Harris. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Brooks.
Well, you know, Stewart really hustles whenever he's out there. Great energy on the glass.
In the corner, it's James. Jacks up a 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Olynyk with the steal. Here's Dort. Whoa! Man! Wow! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How's that for a show? Dort looking like he wants to be in the dunk contest with slams like that.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. 9 points last game out.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Yep, it counts. Young's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Nice work by Young. He can be a pest in there.
Pass to Filipowski. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Strus. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Dort passes to James. Here's Bassey. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. Like how they're sharing the ball.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. 42. Delivering the blowout. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Trae, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open. Pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Guys, reading the defense is something that he's pretty good at. Thanks so much, Trae.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, someone like a moving moment. One more time, a round of applause.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
You take a look at the home team, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the home team. Thanks for joining us. Now let's talk.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Lou Dort out there with the Linux. Then it's Brett Van Vliet. Then it's James. And it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Wolverines, they've got Max Strus. Isaiah Stewart out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Bassey. And out of bounds as the Wolverines gain possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Wolverines. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings. And guys showing no signs of letting up. Just need to take it a game at a time. Doing extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. And here is Strus. It's good from long range. Strus has got 5 now.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The 3 from Strus.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Dort kicks to Olynyk. Offensive rebound. From deep, James. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Bull. He's checked in for Olynyk. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. They set the pick. The tray. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
To the right side. Bull kicks to Dort. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I like when Dort seeks out his offense, using that athleticism well there on the drive.
They need this. Pass to Strus. Sinks the three-pointer. Strus has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Wolverines. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And part of an overall effort for Contavious going for higher percentage shots. that time working inside.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Guys, back to you.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, we thank you. There's the triple. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Caldwell Pope's got 8.
Well, Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
Gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against Glenn.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Stewart. And the 3 off target. Gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Bull, the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Dort. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Dort's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Stewart with the screen on Van Vliet. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, look, offensively, you want to put Stewart in the pick and roll. He's just so versatile.
Here's Bull. Buries it from three-point range.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Strus against Dort. Stewart a screen. He takes it in. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Massey pulls it in. Massey's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
And Stewart is showing his scoring prowess. A guy who can bully you inside, but also space you out on the perimeter.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Dort kicks to James. Van Vliet outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Van Vliet's got 16.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Strus's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And here's James outside. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And his feel for the game, just solid. And Van Vliet able to make moves like that look natural.
Pass to Filipowski. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
From 12 feet out, it's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here.
Wolverine substitution. Tobias Harris. Kevin Brooks.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Delivering. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Herbert Jones is out there with Terry. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Trey Young. And it's Clark in at the 3 slot. Smith with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Being a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. And that one's good by Clark.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback. Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Terry finds Jones. Buries it from 3-point range.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Brooks with a screen on Poole. Out to Brooks. Will it go? It's Clark with the rebound.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
And Poole gets it to go.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Clark for 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Smith. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectories not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year. And they need his offense right now. But his shot is just not falling.
Here's Poole. Brooks grabs the board. The Wolverines have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of this is just the one make. Sinks the triple.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
Jones finds Young. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
Steps back from 12 feet out. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. Gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Jones from outside. The basket good off the assist from Young. Jones has got 8 points in the quarter.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire 4th quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the 3-point shot, but when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding it.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Young passes to Poole. Back to Young. He's looking for Bol and finds him. That one falls. And that's 15 points for Bol Bol.
And guys, this is kind of Bol's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Brooks with no one around drills the three-pointer. Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Smith's shot is good.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Clark for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The Wolverines have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Harris. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
He's often labeled as an outside shooter, but Harris does most of his scoring inside.
His three-pointers off the mark. Gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And that's a foul called on Bol.
Second team foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Terry's checked in for Bol. The Wolverines also changing it up. Stewart checked in for Harris. Max Strus comes in for Brooks. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Smith. To the inside. Here's Strus. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, when you look at Trae Young's career numbers, he's got one of the highest assist averages.
Wow, hammering it in.
Look out.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Wound up there for Clark, and the ball goes out of bounds and last touch by Strus.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Bol, he's checked in for Terry. Pass to Strus. Driving to the basket. Here's Filipowski. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Young. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
Stewart up top. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. Poole the pass to Clark. Young from outside. Filipowski grabs the board. So it's the Wolverines now. Inside. In. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Bol. Here's Clark from downtown. Bol can't hit.
Home team foul. Jalen Clark. First personal foul. Third team foul. Into the lineup for your home team. Number 10, Sviatoslav Mikhailuk.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a tale of two teams to